God, it's time, it's time!
Oh, please, no, please, no.
Somebody save us. It's time.
What? What's going on? What is it time for?
Oh, Lord, have mercy. My ears are burning.
That stupid, wretched Christmas music. I absolutely despise that overplayed song.
Since it's that time of the year, it's time to change our Discord theme.
3,
2,
1.
Now.
Yay! It's Christmas time, which means I can wear my Rudolph onesie.
You're literally a child.
Since it's the holidays, I'm going to dress up as my favorite Christmas character ever, Buddy the Elf.
I got myself a pretty swagged out, ugly Christmas sweater on which I never understood why people call Christmas sweaters ugly when they look pretty dope.
Even though Santa Claus is fake news, his suit and hat is some good attire for the holiday season.
I love the holidays so much. All the Christmas decorations, the snow, the Christmas songs, the movies all make it the most wonderful time of the year.
All I want for Christmas is you.
Don't even start, Joseph. I don't want to hear that song a single time this month.
You're just mad that Mariah Carey found a real-life infinite money glitch with that song.
Now that you say that, you have a point. The last 29 years since 1994, every Christmas that comes around, she makes bank off of that song.
Yeah, that's nuts. But I can't even imagine what retail workers have to go through listening to Mariah Carey 24/7.
Not only that song, but every Christmas song being played over and over while going to work every morning.
That sounds like fun. I would love to sing Feliz Navidad and Jingle Bells every day while working at Walmart.
Shut up, you skeleton. I'd rather go deaf than listen to any of those Christmas songs every day for a month straight. That's why Helen Keller was lucky not to deal with any of those songs.
Damn, since when did Scrooge join this VC? But you see, I don't mind Christmas songs, but if they get overplayed a crap ton, then it's just not fun anymore.
Oh, stop being a Grinch, Barry. Christmas only comes once a year, so grow your heart 3 sizes for that holiday spirit.
I ain't no Grinch. If anyone's a Grinch, it's Donnie.
I relate to the Grinch in many ways. He's a brilliant person, so I actually take that as a compliment.
Speaking of the Grinch, I loved watching the Grinch with you guys last night. I want to watch it again.
Which Grinch movie are you talking about, Joey? We watched like 4 different Grinch movies last night.
The animated one, obviously. It's the best Grinch movie they came out with. I felt like a little wee Biden again while watching it.
You're an idiot. That movie is trash compared to Jim Carrey's Grinch.
Jim Carrey is a goat, and that movie is an absolute banger.
Elf is still the better movie, and we all know it.
Buddy the Elf is a child and reminds me of somebody in this VC.
Yeah, I wonder who.
I'm talking about you, you Nimrod.
Well, boys, since we're talking about Christmas movies, I think it's a perfect time to make a Christmas movie tier list.
Let's go!
Holy crap, Towers, shut up.
Speaking of movie tier lists, if you missed out on our horror movie tier list, then check it out in the description and subscribe for more Christmas videos like this.
All right, you losers, let's start off this Christmas movie tier list with How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Movie is so mid. The animated one is way, way better.
What the fuck did you just say, Sleepy Joe?
Your movie is not good because it ain't a cartoon.
What the hell? Yo, it's the Grinch.
Oh, yeah, unfortunately, that's me.
Oh my God, it's Jim Carrey.
Jim who?
Why, it's nice to finally meet you, Mr. Grinch. How are you?
Nice to meet me. Why the hell would it be nice to meet me? Even I wouldn't want to meet myself.
Why does this VC smell like a wet dog since you joined?
I think you're smelling your upper lip, pal.
It's probably from Max. Remember, Grinch has an adorable dog named Max, who was also his reindeer.
Max was a good dog in this movie, and I have no idea how they got a real dog to do all the things he did throughout the movie.
I had to throw that mud a hunk of steak every day for him to do something since he's lazier than I am.
Well, it's good timing you joined since we're talking about your movie and a whole lot of other Christmas movies.
Christmas? Did you just say Christmas? Yeah, fuck Christmas.
Christmas is the only reason why your movie was made, so I wouldn't say that, Mr. Grinch.
Aw, crap, you got me there.
This movie came out 23 years ago in the year 2000, which is insane to think about. Because after all these years, this movie still holds up and is a timeless Christmas classic.
Why, thank you very much, Barack.
There isn't a single movie like this that I've seen. This movie's atmosphere is fantastic, and it captures the original book and the 1966 cartoon really well.
Stop it. I'm blushing and I don't want to blush.
You guys are so wrong. I don't understand all the hype about this movie.
It's because I'm green, isn't it?
No, it's because your movie sucks.
I hate, double hate, and loathe you entirely.
Did I ask? I don't care what you think of me, you hairy and smelly monster.
If you keep uttering as much as one syllable, I'll hunt you down and gut you like a fish.
Whoa, whoa there, Mr. Grinch. Even though we all hate Sleepy Joe, let's not go there since he doesn't have much time remaining anyway since he's a fossil.
Oh, whatever.
Jim Carrey was definitely the perfect casting choice because the way he portrayed the Grinch from the dialogue and the physical acting captured the character of the Grinch in a very memorable and hilarious way.
See, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Now where's my Grammy?
Jim Carrey's acting oh so bright.
Oh, no.
As the Grinch, a curmudgeon's delight.
Stop it,
His face
stop.
contorted in gleeful spite. Expressive, wild, a true sight.
Oh, my damn ears! Stop speaking in rhymes, you monster!
Oh crap, I forgot you hated people talking in rhymes.
Well, Jim Carrey's Grinch is an instant God tier. No debate about that. And next up is the other Grinch that Joseph, for whatever reason, likes better.
Oh, shut up, Donald. There's a reason why this is the highest grossing Christmas film ever. Numbers don't lie.
See the amount of power that I... Wait! This cursed movie made more money than my movie?
Wait a second, there's no way this Grinch movie passed Home Alone and Jim Carrey's movie.
That's what I'm saying. I'm inferior.
Don't you mean superior?
Oh, you're right. Damn it!
Well, it's true. The Grinch from 2018 made over $500 million, being the highest grossing Christmas movie, with Home Alone being second with $476 million, then the second Home Alone at $359 million, and finally Jim Carrey's movie at $345 million.
See, I told you. That's why this movie is the better version of The Grinch.
Shut your trap, you brainless pile of pixie dust. Just because that movie made more money than mine doesn't mean it was a good movie.
Grinch does have a point, but the thing is, I didn't think this version of you was a bad movie. It's just made and geared for kids, and you can clearly tell just by watching the movie.
So no wonder why Joseph likes this movie.
Yeah, that makes sense now. But the one thing I don't really like about this movie is who plays the Grinch. Benedict Cumberbatch voices the Grinch, which if that name doesn't ring any bells, that's Doctor Strange from the MCU.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Haha, what kind of name is that?
I wouldn't be talking Mr. Robinette Biden Jr.
Hey!
I like only a few things about this movie, and Tyler, the Creator's songs he made for it, is one of them.
I'm the Grinch, Cindy Lou Who. I live in Whoville, who are you?
Oh yeah, that song is so catchy. Aside from that, it really is a beautiful and bright, colorful animated movie. So I give them that, but it just didn't hit the same like your movie, Mr. Grinch.
Of course it doesn't. My movie is better in every way. And if you don't think so, I'll come to your house on Christmas and steal all your presents.
No, you are not taking my presents, you disease.
I'm just going to place this movie into the good tier since I can't really hate on it since it's really a movie geared for kids. But next up is the original and classic, 1966, How the Grinch Stole Christmas cartoon.
1966. Damn, this movie is just as old as Joseph.
I don't want to hear it from you since you were alive in the 60s just like me.
We were all in our 20s when this movie came out, except for Barry, who was only 5 years old.
I remember watching this movie back when I was a jit.
It's not really a movie since it's literally 25 minutes long. And my schedule wouldn't allow me watching it. 1 o'clock, wallow in self-pity. 4:30, stare into the abyss. 5 o'clock, solve world hunger. Tell no one. 5:30, jazzercise. 6:30, dinner with me. I can't cancel that again. 7 o'clock, wrestle with my self-loathing. Save! I'm booked.
Damn, that's a very, very depressing schedule.
Well, if I bumped the loathing to 9, I could still watch it and be done in time to lay in bed and stare at the ceiling and slip slowly into madness.
Well, good luck fitting it into your schedule, Mr. Grinch, but this is an instant God tier, and moving on we have The Mean One, which is a parody of The Grinch.
It's more or less a version of the Grinch that just goes around killing people who celebrate Christmas instead of just taking away their presents.
My man! Now that's the homie right there, taking my job very seriously.
If this movie was trying to be scary, then it failed because it didn't even scare me.
Oh, this garbage is far from being scary and far from being a good movie. The only thing scary about this film is how bad it is.
I personally liked how the Grinch looked. I think he looks pretty cool, but aside from that, this movie is way too dragged out and ridiculous.
Wow, that's crazy. They're really disrespecting my name with this abomination of a movie. How dare they?
This movie is freaking awful, but I give them credit for trying to make the Grinch a stone-cold killer, because that idea does sound pretty sick.
Oh yeah, partner, it would have been a really rad movie if it was executed better, but moving on, we got, of course, Home Alone.
You see, I used to love this movie until 5 minutes ago, after finding out it made more money than my movie.
I enjoyed the first Home Alone movie, but not the second one, since those Canadians cut out my scene for quote-unquote commercial time.
Haha, good. That's what you get.
It's kind of crazy that Donnie is canon to the Home Alone universe.
Now, don't count me in with the other 4 Home Alone movies that came out after, since they were all dumpster fire.
They made more Home Alone movies without Macaulay Culkin. That's more of a failure than the McRib.
Yeah, don't even bother watching all the other Home Alone movies, but focusing on the original one, it's one of my favorite movies of all time, since it's such a fun movie to watch.
I don't know how Kevin McAllister is such a smart kid with all those creative traps. He kind of reminds me of Jigsaw with the traps he makes.
You know, there's actually a theory that Kevin McAllister is actually a younger version of Jigsaw, aka John Kramer.
Oh yeah, I heard about that theory from Screen Rant's video.
What kind of bogus nonsense is that? That's like saying I'm an older and fat version of the Hulk.
It's fake news, and I don't want to hear it.
No, hear me out. Watch that video from Screen Rant, and it'll make sense to you.
Nope.
No, and I don't care, quite frankly. Moving on.
I mean, as ridiculous as it sounds, I can see a universe where Kevin McAllister has a villain arc and turns into Jigsaw, but aside from that, we already know this is a God tier movie.
A Christmas Story is the next movie to rank, and this one is about a kid named Ralphie who wants a Red Ryder BB gun for Christmas, despite everyone telling him that he'll shoot his eye out if he gets it.
Shoot your eye out.
Oh no, it was the classic mother BB gun block. You'll shoot your eye out.
You'll shoot your eye out, kid.
Along with that, you see the funny mishaps and shenanigans he goes through at school and what happens at home with his family. It's a very memorable film that tells its story in a very unique and comedic way.
This movie came out in 1983, but it took place in the 1940s, which was the time I was born. So I had a great time watching this since it felt like I was actually there in the 40s again.
God damn, you're old. Lucky for me, I'm stuck at my age forever. Or actually, now thinking about it, I'd rather be dead just so I don't live to see another Christmas.
I feel like the time setting makes this movie more Christmassy, and you really feel like you're actually there in the 40s.
All in all, this movie is pretty unique, with a type of cartoony approach with some of the scenes, which makes it fun to watch. And the story is a classic. So this is going into the God tier.
Ooh, Gremlins is the next movie to...
Gremlin? Did you just say gremlin? Oh, God. I'd rather hang myself with all the bad Christmas neckties I found at the Whoville dump, since they're the devil's spawn.
What was his deal?
Looks like somebody is scared of gremlins.
I'm surprised you're not the scared one this time, Joseph.
Now, why would I be scared of some cute gremlins, especially Gizmo?
Because they also have those evil gremlins as well, which, speaking of them, they did some crazy stuff in the movie that made me laugh so hard.
Oh yeah, those evil gremlins are off their rockers. They were legit at a bar getting wasted while smoking cigarettes and having literal guns.
Barry is right. He's not joking, since those little shits somehow know how to do everything humans do.
My favorite scene is at the end when all the evil gremlins were at the movie theater. There were so many of them.
I think my favorite scene was when those evil gremlins were getting destroyed in the kitchen by the mom. Mom was blending the gremlins, stabbing them, and even microwaved one of those demons.
Now, the best scene in the movie was when those evil gremlins basically threw that old lady out the window.
Oh my gosh, that scene is hilarious.
She got what she deserved for how she acted in the beginning of the movie, which if you haven't seen this film, it's worth the watch since it's the most fun movie I've ever seen, making it goated.
Agreed, partner, but we got National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation with the Griswold family to rank next.
This is my favorite Christmas movie, along with Die Hard, since there hasn't been a single Christmas where I haven't watched this movie.
This is such an entertaining movie with all the characters, especially Cousin Eddie and his family.
Oh yeah, bro. All the scenes he was in had me dying. Also can't forget when Clark had his mental breakdown at the end of the movie. I was in tears.
God damn it! And I want to look him straight in the eye, and I want to tell him what a cheap, lying, no-good, rotten, four-flushing, low-life, snake-licking, dirt-eating, inbred, overstuffed, ignorant, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is! Hallelujah! Where's the Tylenol?
This is such a classic, and even 30 years later, everybody still laughs so much at this movie, even if they've seen it and heard the jokes over 30 times.
Instant God tier for this timeless Christmas classic, and oh look, we have Tower's favorite Christmas movie.
Oh yes! Laura and I watch this movie every Christmas together with our grandkids. It's the perfect family movie.
You know what's pretty crazy about this movie?
What?
The fact that it turned 20 years old this year, and it was directed by Jon Favreau, who is Happy Hogan from the MCU.
No shot.
No way.
John, who?
Jon also produced and directed a lot of Marvel movies, including the original Iron Man that came out 15 years ago in 2008. Rip my nigga Iron Man.
Now there goes another reason why Elf is one of my favorite movies. Ah, man, I wish I can meet Buddy the Elf.
Knowing the things that happen in this Discord, it's probably...
Hey guys! I made my way here in this Discord server through the 7 levels of the Candy Cane Forest, through the sea of swirly twirly gumdrops, and the Lincoln Tunnel to meet you, Mr. Bush.
Oh my God, it's Buddy the Elf. Hey man, how are you?
Oh, thanks for asking. I'm doing...
Oh, what in tarnation?
Bro, how are you doing that? Jesus, buddy.
Shut up! Stop it! Stop burping!
How are you still going?
Okay, you can stop now.
No, keep going.
Did you hear that?
You are so weird.
Excuse me for I've burped.
That was the longest burp I heard in my 81 years of living.
I think it's pretty normal to me.
Normal? You are far from normal, because who the hell eats spaghetti with candy, marshmallows, chocolate and maple syrup with Pop-Tarts?
You're just mad that us elves can eat all of that and not get fat like you.
Oh, damn.
Roasted.
Haha, get wrecked, kid.
Oh, zip it, you incompetent losers.
Hey, that's not nice that you talk that way. You better watch out and be good before Santa puts you on his naughty list.
Santa doesn't exist, you brain-dead, curly-headed chia pet.
Hey, not nice.
Yo, Donnie, cool it and be nice to Buddy the Elf. He played in one of the most iconic Christmas movies ever, so show a little respect.
Yeah, man, this movie is filled with so many funny scenes and just screams the Christmas spirit. Elf is a god-tier movie.
Hey, buddy, do you know what Santa's getting me for Christmas this year?
What was your name again?
Joe Biden.
Wrong. It's Joseph
Robinette Biden Jr.? Is that you?
Oh my God, I hate you, but yes, that's me.
Well, from what I remember, you're not on the list at all, I don't think. Santa's been acting real strange lately and been removing people from his ginormous naughty or nice list.
Oh man, I really wanted ice cream for Christmas. I'm sure I'm on the nice list since I've been a good Biden.
Anyways, next up is The Nightmare Before Christmas with Jack Skellington.
Why is this movie on here? Isn't it a Halloween movie?
It's also a Christmas movie, too. It's a 2-in-1, which makes it more fun.
Psych! This movie is terrible. Half the stupid movie is Jack singing annoying songs over and over and over again.
The songs are what make this movie what it is. You gotta pay close attention to the lyrics and symbolism of each song because it's seriously a masterpiece.
Yeah, I'm good.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of agree with Donnie. This movie got boring fast for me since there was a song after another song after another, so I just skipped every song, but by the time I did that, the movie ended.
Yeah, this movie blows more than Obama.
Huh?
I fell asleep watching it.
Be nice to this movie. How do you not like singing and listening to Christmas music? It's like my favorite thing to do. Jingle bells, Batman smells, Robin laid an egg.
Shut up. Don't sing.
On the first day of Christmas, my true love sent to me a partridge in a pear tree. I'm in a Discord call and I'm singing.
Shut up. Shut up.
Well, back to The Nightmare Before Christmas. I still don't get why you guys don't like this movie. It's such a uniquely made film that I always watch every Halloween and Christmas.
It's just not my cup of tea, bro. If it didn't have so much singing, then it would be a god tier movie. But just so people don't get outraged at us, I'll just put it in the good tier instead of mid.
What kind of name for a movie is this? Daddy's Home 2.
Wait, isn't Buddy in this movie?
Me? No, I'm not. Why would an elf be in this movie?
No, you are in the movie, bro. You're literally the same person as Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell? Who's that? I'm Buddy the Elf.
No, your real name is Will. And I remember you kissed your dad on the lips in this movie at the airport.
You disgusting slime.
Yeah, I'm out.
No freaking way we exposed him. That's so gross, bro. Kissed his own dad on the lips.
Joseph probably does that to his daddy too. Oh wait, his dad is dead.
Now, that's just messed up.
But I thought you were my daddy, Donnie Bonnie Wunny.
Right, you better quit it with that or else.
With Daddy's Home 2, Mark Wahlberg and Will Ferrell are the two stars, and John Cena is even in this movie.
John who? I never saw him in this movie.
Yeah, I don't know who you're looking at.
John Cena? Where? I didn't see him in the movie.
No, he was in the movie. Don't you guys remember? Oh, I see what you're doing. So stupid.
It never gets old, but the chemistry between Will and Mark is very good, and the comedy throughout the entire movie with them, and the family is off the rails, man.
I admit I didn't expect to laugh as hard as I did with this movie. I thought it would be a cheesy mess with unfunny jokes, but it was the exact opposite.
I can't wait for the third movie. That's how much I loved this one, and even the first movie. It's so worth the watch if you haven't seen it, since it's a goated film.
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. What kind of name for a movie is this?
It's named after that annoying Christmas song, which is one of the worst Christmas songs out there.
It's a pretty funny song, but I don't think many people know about the song nor the movie.
This movie, as you guessed it, is about Jake Spankenheimer's grandma who got ran over by Santa's reindeer.
The grandma in this movie was bad AF, though. Don't tell Jill I said that.
Look at Sleepy Joe being down horrendous for a cartoon grandma. How sad.
I don't blame him. Grandma got that cake, though, and I'm talking about her fruitcake.
Grandma's fruitcake looked kind of good, though, but this movie isn't so much. It's super dull and boring with barely any comedy that makes up for it.
What do you expect? Expect disappointment and you won't be disappointed.
I liked watching this movie when it first came out, but watching it again after 15 years, it's a really mid movie.
Oh, God, is this one of Kermit's movies? I ain't supporting anything that involves Kermit since he's a no-good toad drug addict.
Don't be mean to Kermit. After him and I made up a few months ago, we've been back to sipping lean and popping perks again.
Jesus Christ, Joey, what did we tell you about doing those types of activities with Kermit?
I don't care. I'm going to live my life how I want to live it.
Let him be, George. He'll find out sooner than later. But yeah, The Muppet Christmas Carol is the next movie to rank. And a very sad thing about the real Kermit, the frog actor, is that this is the first movie without Jim Henson, who's the original voice of Kermit and the creator of the Muppets.
Why does that matter? He wasn't in the movie, so what?
Because he passed away before the movie was made, Donnie. Chill, bro.
Oh, my bad, I didn't know.
Dang, that's so sad.
Wow, partner, that's crazy. Because Jim Henson voiced Kermit the Frog from 1955 to 1990. Rest in peace to Jim the Legend.
Yeah, even though it's sad, the movie is dedicated to him, and regardless, it was a pretty fun movie to watch.
It's so much fun seeing all the Muppets singing and doing all the funny stuff they do.
Alfred plays Ebenezer Scrooge in this movie, and he did a pretty solid job at it.
Gonzo and Rizzo the Rat are so funny. Seeing them two getting into trouble made this a good movie.
I love seeing those two in the movie, especially Rizzo, since he's such a hilarious character, but moving on to Santa Buddies.
Santa Buddies. Oh, yes! This is my favorite Christmas movie.
No surprise there. I don't understand what goes through your brain half the time.
We literally sat in VC watching this dumb movie for Joey, and it was the biggest waste of time in my entire life.
CGI and visual effects are a nightmare, and the acting is atrocious.
No, it's not, you liar.
Then tell me why Barry had to shut the movie off only 20 minutes into watching it.
Because he doesn't know what a good movie is.
No, bro, it's because the movie is a disaster. The acting from Santa Claus is terrible, like every single line from him felt so forced and cringe. The damn dogs had better acting than Santa, but that's not saying much.
This movie is a hilariosity. It's so bad that it's so funny.
We were all laughing so much with how bad this movie was.
I wasn't laughing. I was having a great time watching it until Barry stopped sharing his screen.
Yeah, I'm not going to ever play this movie again since it's awful. But not gonna lie, if you really want to cringe and laugh, watch the first 20 minutes of this movie, or watch until you just can't handle watching it anymore.
Oh, whatever, man. At least we got to finish watching the Polar Express.
This movie's animation is just straight up weird and creepy. It tries to be realistic looking, but their facial expressions are so off, and it's a nightmare to try and watch.
Oh, stop it, Donald. Stop trying to ruin these iconic Christmas movies.
I can see what Donnie means because I thought this movie looked amazing back when it first came out, but after rewatching it and paying very close attention, it's a damn horror movie.
I think the movie still looks really good. I don't know what you're all talking about.
Nah, man, now looking at it, this movie has a dark and creepy overtone, and the colors don't pop out at you at all. Even the elves are creepy with their raspy voices and looks, since they're just mini adults.
I don't care what you guys think. The Polar Express is a classic and brings back so many memories.
Nostalgia is a very strong thing, Towers, but it doesn't work right here.
Yes, it does. The Polar Express is a goated movie.
There's better Christmas movies than this, bro. Come on. I'm just gonna put it in the good tier, since all the other movies in the goated and God tier are more enjoyable to watch.
A Very Harold and Kumar Christmas is the next movie. And didn't they both shoot Santa out of the sky with a shotgun?
Yeah, those ho-ho-hos ruined Christmas that year.
Oh my gosh, it's Santa.
Welcome, Santa.
Santa Claus. This is obviously a clown in a Santa Claus costume. There is no such thing as Santa Claus.
I could say the same thing about you since you're wearing my outfit.
Touché.
Hey, Santa, we're actually making a Christmas movie tier list. You want to help us with it?
If it means not dealing with delivering presents to those spoiled brats around the globe, then I'm down.
Wait, what? That's your job? It's amazing how you deliver presents to the whole world in just one night.
That's where you're wrong!
Damn.
I'm tired of giving out millions of presents and not getting shit back.
You're a fraud. Prove to us that you're the real Santa Claus and tell me what toy and exact color I got for Christmas when I was 10 years old.
Let me see. Donald J. Trump, is it?
Yes, sir.
That year in 1956, I got you a golden golf course set, but obviously not an actual golf course because you think I can pull that out of my...
Okay. How the hell did you know that?
Because I'm Santa Claus. Now moving on.
Wow, that's crazy that he's the real Santa Claus.
Well, Mr. Claus, do you hate Harold and Kumar for shooting you out of the sky?
I would have hated them if they didn't let me hit the bong. We got dumb faded in my sleigh.
Wow, Santa's a pothead too?
It helps keep the stress away.
Hell yeah, brother.
I'm guessing if you blazed it with Harold and Kumar, you liked their Christmas movie too?
If I was in the movie more, it would have been way better. The damn movie is about Christmas, but I'm only in it for less than 5 minutes. What kind of crap is that?
This is a very raunchy movie, so if you're not into these types of movies with brainless pothead humor, then you're not going to like this one.
But that's what makes it hilarious. Watching Harold and Kumar doing the craziest things and getting into trouble is always a good time.
I gotta agree with Barry. Good tier for this movie, and next up is The Night Before.
The Night Before what?
Nothing.
The Night Before nothing?
No, it's just The Night Before.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. The Night Before what?
The Night Before, God damn it! The movie is literally called The Night Before, you old hag.
Oh, you guys could have just told me that.
Ignoring Joey, this is a Seth Rogen movie, so to many people, when they hear that, you're either gonna love it or hate it.
Seth Rogen is hilarious, especially in this movie, which is about a group of friends who reunite for their annual Christmas Eve party in New York City.
What the hell is the difference between this movie and Harold and Kumar? They both have raunchy trash comedy.
You clearly have no taste in movies then. If you can't have a good time watching a movie that Seth Rogen's in, then you must have a more sad life than me. But this is a pretty good movie.
Santa having a sad life? Oh, why would you have a sad life when you have one of the best jobs in the world?
Now that's the part of me that nobody knows about, that I keep locked in a chest with vibranium chains.
Tell us, Santa, I want to know.
Trust me, you don't.
No, Santa, tell us what it is.
No, I don't care to hear it.
Well, you're gonna hear it anyways. I've been alive on this horrific planet we call Earth for millennia.
Fake news, you would be dead.
It's called magic. And I don't know how I got this magic, but I've been through every war you can think of. From the fall of the Roman Empire, which was the worst time to be alive, then the Revolutionary War was a mess, which I almost died.
Hold up. Are those pictures real?
I don't think so. They can't be real since cameras didn't exist back then.
Just ignore that part. It's called magic, bro, but I fought in the Civil War. World War I, the Cold War, and hell, I was even there at the moon landing.
Wait a damn second. If you're standing on the moon in those pictures, then why is the moon up in the sky?
Don't you know? The moon landing was fake.
I had a feeling.
In the midst of all those wars, I was delivering presents for thousands of years, up until the 60s, when the war for drugs began, which I began my own operation delivering all the goods, if you know what I mean.
Oh my God. Santa Claus being an ultimate drug dealer?
You got that right. Just in one night and a few hours alone, I profit over $10 billion. Why don't you think the feds can't find me still?
That's insane. One night of every year is this absurd operation.
Oh man, that sucks because I wanted presents and ice cream for Christmas. I know you'll still come to my house and deliver me presents and some of that white snow.
Hell no! That's why I'm no longer delivering presents anymore, because for the past 1,000 years, what has anyone done for me? Corporations and businessmen take advantage of my name for monetary gain without my consent. I'm looking at you, Coca-Cola.
All right, enough, Santa Claus. I think we've all heard enough. You can barge in later and talk up a storm since you're interrupting our tier list.
I mean, I thought it was pretty cool, but yeah, I guess let's get back to ranking movies again.
Oh, look, it's a movie about you, Mr. Santa.
I've seen quite literally every movie based on me, and you want to know what the funny part is?
What is it?
I get paid $0.00 from any Christmas movie that uses my liking and appearance. Billions of dollars lost in my name.
Tough luck. You should have got yourself a better lawyer.
As Santa Claus's lawyer and the lawyer of multiversal beings, the exploitation of Santa's likeness and iconic persona in films and merchandise without due compensation not only infringes upon his rights, but also undermines the essence of fair compensation for creative content.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Saul Goodman, sir. I'm the guy your guy told you about.
I'm so confused right now.
If you're Santa's lawyer, then why are you letting him committing crimes on Christmas?
Yeah, how are you going to let this fat man just simply break and enter into millions of homes to quote unquote deliver presents on Christmas? Because if you really think about it, that's what Santa technically does.
You know what they say, the bigger the lie, the more they believe. In this case, with jolly old Santa Claus here, his actions cannot be considered breaking and entering, but rather a revered and universally embraced custom woven into the fabric of society.
Now that's wrong. What Santa is doing is against the law. Simple as that.
Don't even get me started with the crap you do, Mr. Spraytan.
Santa Claus, as a beloved figure and national icon, operates under implied consent. This is an unwritten societal understanding that his entry in millions of homes is welcomed and anticipated during the holiday season.
Now that's just some bull crap.
I would let Santa break into my house anytime.
Yeah, I'm good off that.
So what I'm getting with this whole Santa thing is that he's allowed to commit these crimes because society deems him okay.
To sum it up in short, yes. Any attempt to label his actions as breaking and entering disregards the goodwill and cultural significance to his annual charitable mission, which in this case is money laundering through his new operation, if you know what I'm getting at.
You see? I'm scot-free to do whatever the hell I want and get all the money I deserve. The whole world takes advantage of me, so it's time I do it back.
Money is best laundered the old-fashioned way, you know, the way that Walter White did it.
How are you going to let this slide, Joseph? You're the president and letting Santa Claus launder dirty money?
Who's Santa Claus?
Not his dementia again?
All right, gentlemen, it's been an honor. I have other Discord calls and courtrooms to attend to. But if anyone needs me, better call Saul.
So Santa movies, huh? Now you see why I despise all of them.
But this movie in particular was actually pretty good. It had a solid story and had the right amount of humor and didn't go overboard with the jokes.
I actually liked this movie a lot. Jill and I watch this every single year with the family.
I can agree with you both. This movie had a good original story, and for that, it's goated.
Bad Santa is the next movie, and this film reminds me of You, Santa.
All right, here's the thing. Out of all these stupid Santa movies, this one I'd let slide since this version of Santa Claus is just like me. Plus, he gave me a cut of the money from the mall he robbed.
This movie is ridiculous, and I mean that in a good way. Santa is so nonchalant and off the rails in this movie.
This is the type of movie that wouldn't be made today, since half the time Santa is just raging and taking out his anger on a kid cussing him out. So nowadays, people would try to cancel Santa Claus.
You literally can't cancel me. It's impossible, because do you realize the amount of broken dreams and promises would be if that happened?
I felt kind of bad, though, for the kid, since he didn't deserve to be yelled at and bullied. Seeing all that reminded me of myself when I was a little Biden in 1950.
So what? Grow a pair, Sleepy Joe. This movie is goated in the Only Good Santa movie.
Only Good Santa movie? You're just mad that they won't pay you because Violent Night is a pretty damn solid movie.
Now, this version of Santa is a whole different Santa that you haven't seen. He's basically John Wick in this movie.
I don't think having a John Wick version of Santa really works. I thought this movie was pretty boring, and like any other action flick.
Exactly! This movie is repetitive as hell, and that Santa is nothing like me since I have my elves do all that dirty work for me so I don't get my hands messy.
I don't like seeing Santa be so violent. This is not what Christmas is supposed to be like.
Even though it's not your average Christmas movie, I still think it's pretty good.
Fred Claus? Yeah, I'm out of this. Ho, ho, ho!
I don't blame Bro since this movie is a disaster.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Watching paint dry is more entertaining than this movie.
I'm all for Christmas movies and the holiday spirit, but this movie's story just doesn't cut it for me.
It's about Santa Claus's older brother named Fred, who's in need of money. So he asks his brother for some money, but the only way Santa would give him the cash is if he comes to the North Pole to help save Christmas.
I get the whole idea of expanding Santa Claus's story by introducing his brother, but I just don't think it works out.
I hate to say it, but I think this is an awful movie. Nothing about it is memorable to me, since it's just one of those movies you watch only once, then you forget about it.
But what about A Christmas Carol? I thought this movie looked really, really good.
A movie can visually look incredible, but can have a lackluster plot, Joseph.
As for this story, it's the same old Scrooge story you've probably heard and seen 1,000 times, but Jim Carrey actually voices him, which is an interesting take.
Oh, wow. So Jim Carrey played the Grinch and Scrooge?
Yes, he did partner, and he did a stellar job at portraying Scrooge, but this movie just didn't feel like Christmas to me.
If anything, it has a dark overtone and mood with the look and feel of the movie. It's a Disney film, which typically have bright and colorful movies, but this one doesn't have it.
I kind of like that aspect of the movie, since it shows that Christmas can sometimes be dark and grim and not this happy, jolly tone.
But that's rarely ever the case with Christmas. This movie is mid.
All right, moving on is Jack Frost, which is about a musician named Jack who dies in a car accident, but then returns to life as a snowman because his son wishes to have his dad back.
Yeah, what kind of BS is that? That's outrageous.
I mean, I thought it was a pretty fun movie. The visual effects they had with the snowman was really good, especially for 1998.
Didn't Batman play as Jack Frost?
Yeah, Michael Keaton played Batman back in the 80s and 90s, so it was kind of crazy seeing Bro turn from being Batman into a snowman.
This movie is mid, plain and simple, but finally we have an actual good movie with Frosty the Snowman.
Yes! Frosty the Snowman. The better snowman movie? Oh, well, TV show special, I guess, since it's only 20 minutes.
You got that right, partner. This came out way back in 1969, and it's such a timeless classic.
It's hilarious how the first thing that Frosty the Snowman says when he comes alive is happy birthday.
Happy birthday! Hey, I said my first words.
This is a God-tier movie, or rather TV special, no debate about that.
Rudolph! Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I remember watching this movie back in 1964.
Yet again, another classic. They don't make these type of cartoon Christmas movies like this anymore.
They sure don't. I love the stop-motion animation used to make everything come to life.
I'm not sure how they did it, but they really pulled that style off, and I give them props for it, and you can't deny that this deserves to be in the God tier.
It was so sad seeing all the other reindeer make fun of Rudolph's red nose and didn't let him play any reindeer games.
It's okay, Joey. I took revenge on all of them and blinded their entire families with my red nose.
Oh my gosh, Rudolph, is that really you?
Ain't no way a reindeer joined our Discord server.
Howdy there, Rudolph.
Wait a minute, how are you even using Discord? You don't have opposable thumbs.
I wouldn't ask questions you don't want to know the answer to.
Disgusting.
We're almost done ranking Christmas movies, Rudolph. I wish you were here earlier because Santa was here.
Oh, thank God I wasn't here when Fat Man Snowman was here earlier.
Wait, why? I thought you were like Santa's favorite reindeer.
I've been trying my best to avoid that fool, but he always forces me back to the North Pole.
Tough luck, kid.
I'm not a damn kid. I'm a fucking reindeer.
Sheesh, Rudolph, didn't know you had it in you, but I hope things get better for you and Santa.
Santa needs many years of therapy. Many years of frickin' therapy. But things won't get better for me because of my tumor.
Well, Rudolph, we finally figured out what makes your nose red.
Is it pixie dust or leprechaun tails?
No, it's a tumor.
You mean like a magical Christmas tumor?
No, a malignant tumor. The base of which is lodged deep within your brain.
Oh, like a happy special...
You're going to die.
Now that just ruined my childhood.
Back to the tier list. We got Krampus to rank, and this movie sucks. It's the ultimate cheese fest and not even a scary movie.
Krampus is one creepy-looking creature, though, especially in this movie.
Can we please skip this movie? It's giving me PTSD.
You're a wuss, Sleepy Joe. Even me, a reindeer, can handle watching this movie.
This movie tries to be scary, but it doesn't work.
Even if it didn't, Krampus's elves and killer gingerbread man were crazy.
Oh yeah, those possessed gingerbread man were kind of cool, and a lot of the side monsters would have played out better if this movie was rated R, but unfortunately it's PG-13.
PG-13? Oh no, my wife says I'm not supposed to watch PG-13 movies.
You should leave your wife then.
I agree with Barry. If this movie was rated R, then just maybe it would have been better, but it's a mid movie.
Looks like Donnie's favorite Christmas movie is up next, Die Hard.
Instant God tier, no questions asked.
Hold up, Orangey. Is Die Hard really a Christmas movie, though?
Technically speaking, yes, since it takes place during the holidays, but in this movie's case, it's Christmas in Los Angeles.
If the movie doesn't have snow, then it's not a Christmas movie.
That's the dumbest thing I've heard.
This movie doesn't really have the holiday elements that every movie on this list has, but it tries to fit it in.
So what? This movie is super intense and suspenseful. Bruce Willis is a tremendous actor.
He definitely is, but this movie is a real tricky one, even though it's a very good action movie.
I'm putting this movie in the goated tier since it holds a special place in my reindeer heart.
You have a good taste in movies for an animal. But finally is another terrible movie, Black Christmas.
Wait, did you mean Obama Christmas?
Joey, shut up before I punch you.
Okay, I'm sorry, but this movie is supposed to be a slasher film and scary, but I fell asleep just 20 minutes into watching it.
This is considered a slasher film? Yeah, that's kind of wild.
It isn't a slasher film, a horror movie, or a comedy. It's barely even a movie.
True that. But the death scenes in the movie were crazy, though. But that still doesn't make up for it.
In the beginning of the movie, a guard gets killed by a candy cane, like bruh.
Yeah, this movie is awful, and that's the entire Christmas movie tier list.
I better gallop away now before Santa gets mad at me. It's been real, Mr. Presidents.
You know, I'm still wondering how a reindeer is able to use Discord, and that was quite the eventful 30 minutes, but now it's time for member shoutouts. Shout out to Antonio Apane, Josephine Willis. This user was taken: Ray the Awesome Dude, Jimmy Joe the Tickletoe Bandit, Michael Moran, Camden, Caleb Halliday, Peanuts Fan 1000, Albert Moore, Lee Birch, Maximilian Plays, A Parrot, Eros 73, Epic Blabbit, Mr. Fatty Tyrone, Obama Rama, Zarka, Chicken Nugget, Hunter Thompson, Supreme Quacks, Jaguar Stonepaw, The Mold Mechanic, Your Average Dragon Ball Z Fan, Captain Skull 866 and Aether.
More shout-outs to Anthony VR, Otto von Bismarck, Starbrother, Darth Vader versus Luke Skywalker, Socks, Connor the Gamer, A Normal Green Slime, Kyle Warwick Matthew, Archangel 98, Bloody Red, Gaming Dragon, Quickscope Cooper, Winter SRF, Nostalgia Network, Joshua O'Malley, Bunny Garden, Melanie Elrod, Hamster World, and Money Dynamic Matanya for being wonderful people.
Even more shout-outs to Smelly Boomer, some random guy, Brandon Ayala, Amper Sandler, Prince Glenmore and Infinite, Omnilude, Gabe Dudas 2, Alpha Diamond, Joe V 1998, Ballsack, Dominic Camise, Late Blanket 5591, President's Discord Chats, V Ricochet, Deontay McGee, Mevins 2001, Nikolai FR, Mark, Fabian Mones, and Jordan Arness for being our great channel members.
And finally, last but not least, shout-outs to Mikoto 13, Jolchian 1864, Finn Akers, The Gilder 7111, Media Fan 50, Defender of Communism, Adamantium Asari, Arrepentidos y Convertidos, Spectre and Alex Ovando for becoming the greatest channel members. Have a wonderful day.